Good afternoon, welcome. It's Mark Phelan here, and alongside me, Sam McGee, for the semi-finals of the 2013 Carlton Irish Open. An eclectic lineup of matches this evening for you, starting, as you can see, on court with the mixed doubles. Smith and Viran of Australia, the 6 seeds against 2nd seed Blair and Bankier for Scotland. That'll be followed by the men's singles. Lucas Schmidt against Misbun Ramdam. That's as far as I'm going with his name. And women's singles then, Biwen Zhang against Ireland's Chloe McGee. Then we'll finish off with the men's doubles, followed by the women's doubles with the USA against Mushkins and Peak, the hot property in women's doubles on the European circuit. And the last match of the evening's play here at the Carlton Irish Open semi-finals. And as players get ready, Sam, you're very welcome, and good to have you beside me once again.
Thanks very much, Mark. It's been a long time since the last commented.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I began to think you were avoiding me or something, but maybe you're just playing well and getting the finals.
Yeah, I don't think it was that.
But anyway, look, we've got mixed doubles here, your speciality, and for me, we have hot favourites in the shape of the Scots. Would you agree with that? Yes, exactly. New Zealand and Australia, of course, vying for that 8th position in terms of team ranking. Actually, in terms of qualification for the team event in the Commonwealth. So there's more than just individual tournaments going on. You have a very hard-fought Australia against New Zealand, and they're watching each other's results in terms because world ranking points go towards their team position. And of course, the quality of the Scots is really undoubted. We know what they're about. We know how good they are, and they're just come off the back of really a superb Scottish Open, where they really shone in that tournament, winning it. And before that, won the Bulgarian. Before that, won very beginning of the season at Kharkov. And at the beginning of their partnership earlier in 2013, the French International. So very quickly advanced up the world rankings to a current mixed doubles world ranking of 29. But in this situation, Sam, you know, there's no head-to-head record between these. So what happens, what goes through your mind as a mixed doubles player when, okay, you've probably seen a pair on tour, but you haven't played against them? Does it take a little bit of time just to sort of figure them out? be honest, I've seen nothing of them. I caught a glimpse of them in, I think it was a second round, and they were set down. So they obviously came back and won in 3. Other than that, I do know I've seen Viran playing a little bit in women's doubles, particularly in Scotland. She's quite a strong player. Probably the dominant person in the partnership in terms of out-and-out ability, I think, in this mixed doubles. Good play. Yeah, it was the very first round when I saw them against the French pair, the young male Frenchman Bastien Kersoudi, still a junior. He's teamed up with Tishana Vignes-Warren these days, and they took the Australians 6 seeds to 3 sets. And they were pretty comfortable against Maren and Lorraine Baumann. And then the big one for me was beating Yeremas and Iris Tabling earlier today in 2 games. So, you know, they can be dangerous, but something not dangerous enough, I think, for the Scots.
I would still favour the Scots here, but at the minute the Australians are getting out of the first 2 shots well, and the rallies, they're like Rosmus, a tall man out there, and he's really thundering the shuttle down. As you said already, Viren in the ladies doubles is a strong player as well.
When you look at the results this week of the Scots, clear 2-set wins in each match and never dropping more than 14 points in any of those games. So they have expended little energy coming to this semi-final.
I do think they're a very class pair in this draw. Proven it all year with good results and winning Scotland on home turf. A bit of a flat serve there.
Yeah.
Imagine taking a look at the service judge straight after the serve. Yeah, so a fairly even start so far.
But a good run of 4 points for the Australians will have certainly settled them into the match. Oh, the vision.
Yeah. The vision of Robert Blair.
Yeah.
He just finds the gap. His biggest quality. He's got that experience. You can see it in his play. He just finds the gap at the right moments, and very hard to play against.
Oh.
The Australians have to be careful of that service situation. They get sucked into it.
This is the real difference between top quality and people who have got top quality shots. The problem is that we just saw it there with the Australians, a really simple unforced error driving the shuttle out. It's something that you don't see too often from the likes of Blair and Bankier.
Yeah, for sure. It's the pressure on the Australians too from the Scottish. They feel they have to play a better shot all the time, and probably in reality that they really have to play. So they can just keep it simple, get into the rally. That's where they're going to have their best chance.
So the Australians back out pretty quick.
Another great serve by Imogen. Really is a big weapon for the Scottish pair. Very consistent, very steady on the serve. Good variation.
This is the first of 2 semi-finals for Imogen Bankier. Also, women's doubles later in her new partnership with Kirsty Gilmore. Have had to come through qualification. don't think that's something Imogen has had to do in a long time.
Yeah, I agree that she hasn't been qualifying in a long, long time.
Actually, that was a question, and I meant to ask them in the women's doubles. They had to come through qualification, but I thought there was this system with notional points.
Yeah.
Because I saw them then, they had to play a first round against an English pair that I'd never heard before, Emily Jeffs. I know it, but with some other girl that I've never seen or heard before. And I was wondering, how the hell did they get to the main draw?
Yeah.
And Bankier and Gilmore didn't.
I'm not 100% clear on the rule, but I know I would have thought they would have got an average from Imogen's points and Kirsty's points, and that would have put them in the main draw.
Yeah, it's not like both of them haven't been playing women's doubles. They have been playing women's doubles to have these notional points as a pairing.
Yeah, because when Lee Young Dae changed his partnership, like he was straight away seated in Super Series with notional points from both pairs. So it's an interesting rule.
Mm-hmm. You know, for all the good shots we've seen from the Scots, the Australians are certainly in the thick of this game.
Yeah. 12-14, only 2 points in it. There we go again, another first 3 shots. The Australians just need to make a structure on their return of serve and find it maybe past Imogen. The only problem with that is you've still got Bob coming forward with a big presence right behind her, so just out there.
This is certainly the best tournament for the Australians in recent times. They've got 2 quarterfinals, and while on the circuit here in Europe, this is their best result so far. Semi-final. The winners of this will go on and meet the winners of the mixed doubles between Nico Rupen and Amanda Hogström from Sweden, and probably the favourites for that other mix, Jaco Arens and Selina Peak. Actually, the Dutch have already taken the first game, 21-11. That's good
rally. Good rally here by the Australians.
Certainly the best rally of the match for the Australians, dominant from the beginning.
It's these long rallies that the Australians are actually winning, but it's the quick points on the serve they just are struggling to get out of. But the more rallies they can play, the better. And the shuttles aren't that fast out there.
An easy smash.
There we go again.
Almost went through the floor all the way back to Australia.
Australians have hung in there. They haven't let the Scottish get away, get that comfortable lead. That's when they're dangerous to play against, when they're in cruise control. Everything comes so easy for them then.
These sleeveless shirts really don't work with white milk bottle skin. No matter how butch you are, it just doesn't work, does it?
It's a different sort of trend.
Tall guy. Ross Smith. Mostly pushing Ivanov in terms of height. You know, Ivanov is over 2 meters, the Russian. Very close to it, I think.
He's in that band of players also. Mads Kolding from Denmark.
Yeah.
Very tall player.
Actually, and when you see Robert Blair up close, he's a tall man.
Yeah. I think that's something Robert uses really well because he's so tall and he's got one of these big reaches, so he can always be in control of the shuttle, even if his feet are not in position.
I think he's 6'1" now. He used to be 6'2" until all the hair fell off.
18-17 here. The Scots have got the lead back. A good time.
Nice drop.
Okay. Well played by the Australian girl. It's been called in. I'm not too sure, but something, a good quality of the Australian girl Viren has, that she's able to work from the back. And with Ross Smith being such a tall presence, the net gives them this extra dimension.
Yeah, it feels like you're trying to lift it over a mountain when he's at the net.
Exactly.
She's quite strong from the rear court. You know, she's not the smallest, most nimble girl, but she's very fast. You know, on the back court.
Yeah, very good. And gives Ross a good, you know, he's happy to have her back there, and he's well able to cover the net from playing men's doubles. So it gives Imogen and Bob a different element to think about when they are defending. There we go again. It seems that shuttle, no one seemed to demand it from the Scottish side, just floated down the middle as an easy winner.
It's game point, Australia.
Yeah.
Oh!
Great return. Classy return by Bankier there.
Classy and cool at game point down.
Just that bit of experience coming through there from Imogen.
Of course, we can certainly see a lot of taping on that right ankle of Bankier. Nope, that's the first game, as we say it, to the Australians, and we certainly didn't predict it, Sam, but certainly I think value for that first game, and certainly you can see with Viran, comfortable player on court. Nothing really phases her, no matter how good the opposition is. She seems to be a very, very confident player.
Yeah, the Australians both seem well up for this game. The Scots maybe have that little bit of pressure. They're expected to win. They've had comfortable so far. No one's really pushed them in the draw. So it's tough for them to come out and find their best level, but they're going to have to produce a higher level here to get back on the Australians, because they're really fired up for this match.
Yeah, that's the first set the Scots have dropped this week here in Dublin. The first time anyone has taken more than 14 points from them. So a lot of thinking to do. For Scotland, Bankier and Blair, an unfamiliar position.
It's impressive work by the Australians. Every long rally they seem to be dominating, always on the attack, and the Scots were maybe a little bit too happy to lift. The Scottish still controlled the first tee shot most of the time, but it just wasn't enough in the rallies, and the Australians eventually just kept going and got the reward at the end with a slim 2-point margin.
That's a physio tape on the limbs of the Australians.
Second game.
Yeah, Smith is a tall guy, and when he jumps, there's a lot of pressure coming down on him.
Service over. 1 love.
How do you see the second set going now, Mark? Do you think the Australians can maintain their dominance?
You know what? I was just asking myself that same question, and then Viran comes in and pops in a beautiful return of serve. They're playing with confidence, and really, they're the best pair on the court at the moment. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they went on to win it.
I think they've got that momentum at the minute. There we go again.
Yeah, I think they seem to want it more. They're certainly pumped for it.
They look very hungry at the minute to win this match.
And as we said, you know, they're here. It's all about the Commonwealth Games in the summer, and this is a pair that they will most likely have to beat if they win a Commonwealth medal.
Yeah.
And certainly a victory here would go a long way to building the confidence for an assault on the Commonwealth title from the Australian pair. They've impressed me in this match, particularly. They've impressed me.
Yeah.
especially Viran. She's feisty. She gives her partner. She breeds confidence.
Yeah.
You can see it that he's quite comfortable with her.
She goes at the back.
Yeah, no problem with her at the back court.
Good placement there with the Australians. They're going inside Imogen, just into that right hip where it's tricky to defend. Even going cross, given that hard angle for defense. And it was 2 smashes, one by Vera and one by Smith, to the exact same spot, and they eventually got through. Only worry from the Australian perspective is this first 3 shots. If they let the Scots control that, then they can lose a lot of points in a row if they're not careful.
Once they get by that 3rd point, once they get into the rallies, well, as I say that Smith makes an error, but they seem to be more comfortable in the longer rallies.
Commentator's curse there on that one, but that's been the pattern of the match so far.
Iran just a little bit frustrated with herself.
Yeah, they've really been playing on the crest of a wave now, so a couple of small errors, you can see the frustration maybe just starting. It's good if they can hold it together here now.
Service over, 5-all.
5-all, very even here at the start.
Starting to sense a shift in the momentum.
Yeah, the frustration of the Australians.
Yeah.
A little bit of a shame because a lot of the time they're playing the right shot, but it's just falling short.
Oh, certainly the wrong choice. Shot from Smith.
I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing maybe some flicks from Robert Blair here as well. There we go. Great defense by Imogen Michael.
Oh, good rally from both. Defense from both, really superb.
Fantastic rally. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant from Imogen first. Playing one of the hardest defense shots in the game, and the Australians to accept that and get back in the rally is just fantastic. So far the Australians are taking everything the Scots are coming with.
And he's such a presence at the net, Smith. Oh. Cross court from Viran really opened up the rally for the Australians. Big smile on her face as she looks in the window at us.
Yeah, she's really relaxed out there. Fired up but relaxed.
Yeah.
From a Scottish perspective at the minute, it's just too much cross from Robert going on Viran, and she's actually playing really well. So I think he needs to focus more on a straight, simple attack.
Great defense, but a little bit of confusion in the ranks from Australia.
8-7.
Both girls in this game are playing really well at the minute. Both defending well.
Serve out wide from Bankier. Cross court net from Blair. A long way from being in. See it on the replay. Yeah. Out.
That's unlucky by Smith. He's frustrated, but
9-8.
a few inches the other way, and it's a clean winner. crucial few points here, Mark, now before the 11 points, and the coaches get to come back out and give their advice and feel how they feel the game has changed.
Definitely out, for sure.
Service over 9-0.
I think we've had much better and more consistent line judging today than we've had probably throughout the rest of the tournament, which makes for better badminton,
Yeah,
for sure.
I think the players appreciate that as well. The game more or less runs itself. A lot of the young players here, also from the Badminton Ireland Academy, that play regularly. Hopefully they'll be able to make some right line calls. It's good to see the younger players here from the academy. They train all year round, and this is the one chance they get to see badminton like this. So it's good to see them here learning and taking in different
Learn
styles.
so much from just sitting and watching. Yeah.
Even later on, we've got some Malaysians and men's singles, and that different style, different way of playing. You can get ideas even from watching techniques. It's one thing your coach saying it, but it's another thing seeing it in real life.
And there's that deceptive
Service over 9-0.
return. It's a double action return from Bank here.
This is the type of shot you can see, that you mightn't see in your practice every day, where she holds it, still puts enough flat pressure on to make it really hard to play against. And if you don't read it, it's going to be a straight winner.
Yeah. And that psychological boost, getting to the interval ahead for the Australians, and already one set to the good. So really the Scots pedaling uphill at the moment, Sam, and I'm not seeing much from them. I don't see a plan B, or I don't see any alternative breaking down the Australians at the moment.
Yeah, I think they're just a little bit wild at the minute. Like, I think Robert's playing a lot cross, and when you play cross, there's always that risk of being outplayed, on your own straight side when you're playing across yourself. So I think if they just keep it a little bit more simple straight, you can see even Imogen sometimes trying those cross nets that we know she can do, but if it's a little bit too low down, then it's a big risk. But even at this stage in the game, I don't think you can, the Scots still have that bit of class. And let's see if they can find it now when they need it most.
Play.
Everything going the way of the Australians at the moment.
Really, the momentum is all with Australia at the minute.
You can see the confidence in them, the body language, the confident body language. They're on their toes. And again, the curse of the commentator.
Service error there. Just going for so much quality in the serve that sometimes it's going to have to give serve the ball, find the net. Good simple block there, Imogen, twice.
Great draw.
Brilliant play by the Scots. You could see there's 4 or 5 times they could have played a flat shot, but they still stuck to their guns, found the net. I think that was a win for the Dutch.
Yeah, they won the first, and the other seems to be over very quick on the second court. So I'm assuming that Jaco Ahrens and Selena Peak reached the final as expected.
Yeah. I think their biggest surprise will be coming off court and seeing this match. I'm sure they'll be fully expecting when they won to play the Scots, but the Scots are in a little bit of trouble here at the minute.
One.
12 now. The Scots are, it's just the class of the pair. They find themselves struggling, but now they're back in front by 2. Good serving, good returning. More intensity in the movement.
15 points. Yes.
This is the first real test for the Australians now. You know, a test of their bottle, of their character, trailing after long periods of dominance.
13-15.
Yeah, they're trailing now, and the Scots are showing small signs, picking up. Australians still have that little bit of momentum. Oh, great defense.
Chunk came out of the shuttle mid-rally.
Don't think the umpire's happy with that hit on the shuttle.
Shuttle was gone, to be fair. Anyway, I think Ross knew that.
Oh no, it was already broken.
Yeah, the umpire's still keen to have a word with him about it.
16.
They like to do that, the umpires.
Like to keep control on the game.
Ooh, oh, that was a winner from Viran. Somehow Robert Blair got it back.
Okay,
Getting the look of the net tape.
also a good tactical choice there by Smith. He could have played down Imogen and risked the chance that she could counter, but he played over the top, made her work from the backcourt, and then stepped forward to put pressure on her. So it's interesting. I wonder if it's one of their tactics from the coach or just a rush of blood to the head.
Service over 17-14.
17-14.
Service over 15-17.
Smith, he's such a big presence up there, and his serve's going to be pounced on. So,
Very, very uncharacteristic error from Imogen Bankier.
16-17.
See it here on the replay. Bread and butter for Bankier normally.
it's getting close again. 16-17, 1 point in it.
Service over 18.
Serving so well.
18-16.
Bounces off the neck cord and falls just short. Could have easily been a winner if it just would have went a little bounce further.
Yeah.
Maybe on the second bounce. A little bit of an unofficial timeout there. Smart by the Scots. They've got the momentum. Stopping the game
Right.
up. Brilliant.
19-16.
The quality of defense, by Imogen, but also the step forward after. Like she's really going for the net.
Yeah, she certainly likes to hunt that net for sure. 19-16. Scots will feel if they can take this one. The momentum will certainly be in their favour.
Play. Game
Here
point
they have it
16.
now. 4 set points, so kind of got a grasp of this game again. Got themselves going.
Service over.
I don't.
Imogen just
Yeah.
tapping on the net post. Frustration, you'll see it here. Poor shot, and then
I don't think she can help it sometimes when she's in that position to try that cross net,
Yeah.
whether it's on or not.
yeah, it's
But it looks fantastic when it comes off.
so unbelievable defense from Robert. Oh, great cross net.
Fantastic vision by Ross Smith there. To spot that gap was fantastic, and after those fast exchanges. 18-20. Still a chance here.
If the Australians can, if they can get this point, oh,
Bad serve.
that was a horrific serve.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's just set up there, and easy for Imogen Bankier to attack, and it's the Scots who take the second game, 21-18. We're all square, one set apiece, and
Second game. game
Whew.
won by Roger
Difficult to
Blair.
call it for sure, but I'm starting to favour the Scottish victory here. Victory here now, Sam. I just feel that they've gotten. They're not playing their best, but they've gotten to grips with what they need to do, and certainly, I think if Imogen can really control that net, she's made a few mistakes. But when I just sense she's coming into her game, and I would not be surprised if they went on a rout in this third game.
Yeah, I think the start of this third game is going to be crucial for
Yeah.
for both pairs. The Australians can keep it close, then they'll stand a good chance. But if they let the Scots get away, it's going to be hard, very hard to get back. But you gotta take your hat off to the Scots. They were down at the interval in the second, and they believed in their game. And turned around now, they've got a third set. And probably the momentum swung back to them.
Yeah, trailed 12-10, but then went on a run of 5 points in a row and never really looked back from that.
I think this will be good to, the first couple of points to see who gets the lead, and then to see what maybe changes the coaches have seen. It's always an interesting time. You always see the coaching smile if the tactics they've given has worked.
Final game. Love all. Play. Come on. Service over.
We just turned to his coach there and saying straight.
Down that line, Bob. Yeah.
Andy Bowman just nodded the head. Agreed with him. Shuttle early and just put it
1 all.
beyond Viren. Called in the serve to Robert Blair, forcing the weak reply.
Nice straight
Service over.
drive down the line from Smith. Horrific flick from Viren.
He's struggling a little bit at the minute on
Service
that
over.
serve.
3-2.
The Scots seem to be getting more quality in their first three.
Get out of jail free card used on that occasion by the Australians.
3 all.
Poor error from Bob Blair. 3-all, 1 set apiece. Again, not the greatest of serve.
Service over. 4-3.
Scots starting to dominate again in that first three shots with some errors, some sloppy serving.
Fresh air.
4-4.
A wry smile on the face of Imogen Bank here. Had that scare, of course, 10 days before the Scottish Open.
Service over.
Went over and twisted her ankle. Just happened to talk to her because I was looking to talk to her about an interview questions. And when I rang her, she was in a casualty in hospital in Glasgow. It wasn't in a good place, to say the least. But then somehow miraculously got it sorted out with good work, good medical help, and went out and won the Scottish. With a lot of heavy strapping on that right ankle.
6-4.
Yeah, there's a lot of strap in there, but
So far, doesn't seem to be affecting her movement in the mixed or the ladies doubles.
She's completely unaffected by it.
7-4.
I think Imogen's one of those players that has played a lot of tournaments this year. Like, seem to clock up a lot of miles.
Yeah, women's doubles with Petya Nedelcheva, mixed doubles with Bob. Bob was injured for a few tournaments earlier in the season, and the schedule with Nedelcheva was crazy at one point.
Yeah, they seem to be playing every week, every tournament. But you know, there's theory to sometimes their madness because they need a ranking. You know, Bruce here, Imogen has to go through qualifying if you don't have that ranking. And there's ranking for Commonwealth, European, European Championships.
The thought process is that she'll still continue to play with Petya while trying to gain enough points with Kirsty, the Commonwealths.
Service over. 9-6.
Of course, in the whole scheme of things, it's Scotland's Gilly Cooper who's the big loser.
Yeah. She, of course, has had a partnership with Robert Blair mixed as well, and have had some really good results. Great smash there with Robert Blair. Powerful and accurate, and
10-6.
doesn't give away much angle when he's sitting straight down that line. It's a very hard shot to defend.
Starting to get a grip of this match now, the Scots.
Service over.
Yeah, I think
7-10.
you can see maybe there's only going to be one winner here, and maybe the Scottish have to keep this form up that they've been playing these first 11 points. Good attack and play by Robert Blair. Good angle, good placement.
11-7. Interval. 10 ends.
So it's the interval lead for the Scots, and a healthy lead. 4-point advantage, and after levelling it up to 1-all, it's certainly the momentum now with the pair in white, Imogen Bankier and Robert Blair. It's the Scots who are looking to go forward. Starting at 1 p.m. local time. Jaco Arends and Selena Peake already through.
20-second.
Dutch good record against the Scots, 3-1 head-to-head record. Well, it was the Scots who won the last meeting, only 2 the Scottish Open. Easy victory on that occasion, 13-16.
Although the Scots have retired in 2 of those matches, so
The first 2.
some might say it's 1-all or 3 wins. So it'll be interesting to see tomorrow.
Play.
I think when you look at it, it's 1-all.
Yeah. So tomorrow.
Scots had a good, or the Dutch had a good win, of course, at the Bitburger. The 2 previous matches, Robert Blair forced to retire through injury.
Service over. Bye-bye.
Good return that time to Ross Smith, taking the momentum.
Service over.
Australians in this third set have really struggled on the serve, getting the run of points together that they need to get back into this game. They need to start well.
Service over.
Of course,
39.
it's easier said than done. The quality of the Scots on the far side of the net is great shot.
14-9.
Stretching the lead now to 5. Vicious backhand in rally from Blair.
15-9.
many unforced errors
69.
under no real pressure on that shot from Smith. I think when I said at the beginning of this set, it wouldn't surprise me after winning that second game if the Scots went on a rout, and it's starting just to look like that.
Yeah, it really is. Americans. It's a long way back here from Australians. Even with that point, they're still 6 behind.
It's over. 10, 16.
Let's see what they can do here. Maybe some good quality serves. Themselves back in, ready on the third shot.
All it takes is a good rally, a good point, build the confidence up again. Unfortunately, that's a shot that was coming off earlier in the match for Viran. And she was the one that was on her toes, and she was the one that was looking full of confidence. Now all of a sudden she seems to be flat on her feet again, and the fizz has just gone out of her game. The attack from Robert Blair.
18, 10.
Easy points now for this match. But it's their consistent quality mark that makes them so hard to play against. You know, especially in the first 3 shots, their quality is, really is world class up there. Reverse cut from Imogen Biker. Great winner. Maybe a shot we're more accustomed to seeing on the singles court, but the
Confident player though.
yeah, even when they were down, she was still trying shots. Brilliant to watch.
So match point. One save for the Australians.
11, 20.
I think the Scots will want to get this wrapped up pretty quick.
Especially for Imogen playing ladies doubles. So presuming, Mark, the Scots take one of these 8 points, match points they have, how do you feel for the final tomorrow? Who would you put your money on?
I think a lot will depend on who wins the battle of the net between Selena and Imogen. And Imogen just looked a little bit suspect today at the net. Difficult one to call, but I would think that the Dutch certainly have a huge chance. And with that, it's Scots who do win in 3, as predicted in the end, 21-12. My thanks to Sam for joining me for this match. We'll be back shortly with an interview with the winners, followed by the men's singles semi-final between Lucas Schmidt of Germany and Misban Ramdan, number 2 seed from Malaysia. First of all, apologies for getting your age wrong 2 weeks ago. I said I'd have to. Oh, it's done. Tony, congratulations, and you've come through. It's all about getting points, getting ranking points for the Commonwealths. We know about that, and in the overall performance, Imogen, how do you feel after that match?
I think we did quite well to turn it around. We were quite far. especially after losing the first. So they were tricky. We hadn't really seen them before. The guy's very strong, and in here it's really easy for him to slap it around, so it was difficult. But I think we adjusted quite well, and then we sort of pulled through in the end. It was good to just clinch it and win quite comfortably in the third anyway.
You'd been going along nice and smoothly here. Dean was the most you'd given away in any game. All of a sudden you're a game down. How does that affect the mindset after a pretty comfortable tournament so far?
Well, I think it was more the style of the game that was going. We were really struggling. He was putting us under a lot of pressure, and we were trying to love game and play flat and around the. Luckily, we managed to change our service just to the floor. We're waiting for it to come, but yeah, the way to come through, and as you say, after some easy games, to have a real hard fight.
Quite comfortable from the rear court. With a little
It's difficult when it is that way round the girl at the back, because especially when someone as big as him at the net, feel the pressure to get it past them, and she's really awkward from the back, and I've known I've played her in doubles, so I kind of knew what to expect a little bit, but still you see we really struggled, so it was about trying to avoid those as much as possible.
It's the Dutch tomorrow. You've played them a few times. They have a 3-1 head. Twice my memory.
Yeah, they're a good pair. We obviously know each other's styles a little bit now. After I thought we played well in the Scottish Open and sort of took control of the game. So I think if we can impose ourselves on them and get our game plan like we have done there, then we've got a good chance of come through again, hopefully.
Thanks for joining.